it is probably the most diverse setting that we ever had in Dying Light. The best thing that can happen is players like doing something that I was not expecting them to do with the tools that they have. I think one of our goals is to always push the boundaries of how realistic we can be, like how can smashing zombie be as much as realistic as possible.
Wow, we're here for Dying Light the Beast
Yeah.
at Gamescom. How does it feel to be here this year?
Amazing. It feels amazing, mostly because the game is going to release in a month. So this year we are here to showcase the good work of the team, see everyone playing. We have our booth for the public visitors. So we are super excited actually to be here and have people discovering the game for real this time.
Yeah, you have a really fun booth this year. You have like the spinning thing. You have the.
Yeah.
Is it a beaver? What's the little creature that you've
Yeah,
got?
it's Bobber the Beaver. It's our famous mascot. And did you see the photo booth? Because we also have a photo booth that is like making people scary and so on. Like, it's, yeah. I really love what we did with our booth this year. It's like very amazing.
Nice. And tell me about Dying Light the Beast. Where did the idea come from to not go straight into a Dying Light 3, but to do something different?
So I think what we wanted with Dying Light the Beast is that it started as a smaller project that just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And as ambition grew, we were like, okay, we need to do like a full game with that. Today, right now, Dying Light the Beast is for us the third installment in the Dying Light franchise. We brought by Kyle Crane, Roger Craig Smith has taken the role again. So for us, it's like really like a full-fledged Dying Light game.
No, because was it originally like a DLC idea and it kind of grew?
Exactly, yeah it grew.
Amazing, and you're going back to your original protagonist
Yeah.
for this one. That must be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, that's very exciting. It's very challenging as well because like Kyle in Dying Light the Beast is, we see him after like 13 years of captivity. So he goes out, he seeks revenge, and for him the world is new, which is cool because we can bring him back and with him a lot of new fresh players because the world is new for him, so it's also a very good entry point to the series.
Awesome. And what are like the locations you've got this time? It looks like quite different to like the usual kind of like city running around kind of.
So Castor Woods is a touristic station. It's located in the Swiss Alps, and for us it is probably the most diverse setting that we ever had in Dying Light. We have this old town where you can pretty much parkour, like you could parkour Aran or Villador, and then you have like industrial park where the scale is very different because we have these tall building factories and with large roads, and we also have like a village near a swampy area and farmlands. So it's really very cool because you get to see a lot of different things and you get to parkour through it and also use a vehicle like to navigate. So we really wanted to have this kind of inviting vibe, but also strange because Castor Woods is like it's something. It has a soul basically. It's like location from Twin Peaks or Stranger Things. It has this unique feeling to it, and we dropped there zombie apocalypse, and for us it's really cool.
Yeah. Like inspirations like that are quite different to what I would have associated with the previous games. That must have been like fun for the writers and the designers and everyone to kind of get their teeth into something a bit different.
Yeah, and I think what's cool as well is that we also go back to some people's root, right? Because the Castor Woods has been inspired by some area that our development team, environmental team, grew nearby. So it's like very familiar to for some of us.
That's cool. And have you got a sense of kind of how long the game is? What's like the average amount of time people will spend?
Yeah, of course. So for the main story, it's about like 20 hours, depending on how you play. And then, like, if you want to tackle all the side quests, the activities, find all the little collectibles that we have hidden for you, probably double that.
Right. And like you said, this might be a good kind of entry point for new players. Mm-hmm. What kind of tips or tricks or advice would you have to anyone who this is their first kind of exposure to this kind of gameplay?
So, Dying Light is like really like this survival action experience, and what's important is that it's a game where you don't need to pick every fight because like zombies, they can crowd you, they can surround you, you can be really like, it can be super hard. So the idea is like, as a new Dying Light player, you need to be smart, you need to be tactical, like send some decoys to make noises so you can basically better have a crowd control approach scavenge for loot, go in every interior, try to find unique blueprint to craft new stuff, upgrade your weapons, and that's the key, basically, like crafting to survive.
Awesome. And what are some of the things, obviously like you say the game is coming out in a month or so, and so I imagine it's not necessarily what you're doing right now, you must have already been through this process of like, what are some of the things you've learned from like playtesting it and getting it in front of people? Are there like tweaks and changes you've made as you've seen feedback from people along the way?
Yeah. Well, it's in Techland we are very, very close to our community. Like we like to hear what the community thinks about our games, what they think about what we are doing, our work. We also have a lot of playtesters that are playing the game from time to time to assess the state of some versions of the game, and we implement a lot of feedbacks. So, for example, one of the reasons for dealing the game is that we wanted to push further the combat, the hit reaction, the physicality, the gore system, because we really wanted for it to be perfect and to be like really like we want to be super proud of ourselves.
Was that something that the fans were calling out for then? They were like, we want even more gore, we want even...
Yeah, and I think not just the community, but I think also us. Like, I think one of our goals is to always push the boundaries of how realistic we can be, you know, like how can smashing zombie be as much as realistic as possible, I think. Like, and this is something that we pour a lot of effort into. Although it's like I know it's kind of grim, right? But it's a lot of work, and it's actually... We need to have a very good eyes for details, even though they are weird and gory. Like this is what we do.
I just love the fact that that's like, I was about to say a person's job, but a whole team of people's job being like, no, we can have more splatter coming out.
Yes. That's what I like. Like for me, like this project is the reflect of all the multiple talents that we have at Techland and on the team. Like it's really, we have a lot of people that are committed to make it the best Dying Light possible game and probably the best zombie game possible that we can have. And that's very super cool to be able to represent them today at Gamescom.
Nice. And have you managed to kind of be out in the booth and see people playing it, or have you been in here seeing people play it as well?
Yeah. That's my passion, just to watch people play the game. And it's super cool to see the reaction, what people enjoy, what they are afraid of, because like the game can be quite scary, and seeing all of that being taken to Gamescom and see the reactions is like kind of what we are also doing this job for, so we are super happy.
Yeah, it's like to like actually see the people playing it rather than just like a statistic on a screen.
Exactly, that connects you to what matters, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And have there been any moments out in the public area when you just like want to go start introducing yourself to random members of the public? Be like, I can actually tell you how to do that.
No, not really, because I like to I like to be invisible. Like I just like to just watch people play. You know, I'm taking notes. Sending some message. Hey, did you know that they did that and so on? That's cool and so on.
Yeah.
Can we do better? All of that. You know, like it's always but no, like. I'm trying to engage, but I'm a developer. I'm a man of the shadows, and I'm like really trying to. I'm be there to represent the game, but I'm trying to be discreet as possible. Yeah,
I imagine with a game like this, there must be like so many different ways people can approach it, until you'll see people doing things that you hadn't thought of. Or
and actually that's the direction from us. Like what we wanted to push with Techland Game Director is something that I call a 360 approach. So it's really about having multiple ways to solve a given situation. Like given situation is a statu quo, so it can be like just zombies lying around and you need to clear this area, or it can be like a location that has been overtaken by humans and basically it can be a stealth situation or total chaos if you want. And that's what I wanted. So the game offers a wide area of possibilities, like melee weapons, bow and arrow, firearms, a lot of gadgets, throwing knife, grenades, new special weapon, flamethrower, and so on. It's like a playground. And so for me, it's like the best thing that can happen is players like doing something that I was not expecting them to do with the tools that they have. And it's always fun to see, we can do that, okay, cool. And seeing the satisfaction of them doing that. So it's very cool.
Yeah. It must be like another fun moment for you must be when the game comes out and you can just like watch 1,000 videos of people playing it differently. Like.
Yeah, that's one of the good parts, but also like it's very like the release of the game is always like a very tense moment, because it's like where everything comes together and like it's out in the open. And although you know that you are making a good games, because we know that the game is good, you can never predict how it will happen, how it will come out. And so it will be a mix of very satisfaction and very like cool moments with our team, and a moment of intense focus to make sure that everything works perfectly and that we don't have a situation that we need to handle right away.
Yeah.
So this is always like kinda an in between, forever in between, basically. Like.
Yeah. How long does that period like last when a game's out and you're like, okay, do we need to like pounce on something?
I think it depends, but like for us, like it's really like a few days, 1 week, 2 weeks. After that, of course, like we do patching and so on. But I think the few first days are very critical because they basically draw the direction for the next weeks.
Yeah. And I know with your previous games, you kind of supported them for quite a long time afterwards with new content and things. Is that kind of your plan for this one as well, to kind of keep topping it up?
Right now, we are focusing on the release and really want to focus on making the best experience possible at release on September 19th. And then we'll be able to think and share what could be the plan, if any.
Yeah. Absolutely fair, and I really look forward to playing it. I'm actually playing it tomorrow, I think, so I feel like I've done things the wrong way around this time. But I'm really looking forward to it, and thank you so much for chatting about it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.